EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. If you look at this Bronco defense, they've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Hankins. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The Broncos at 2-7 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
To throw on 2nd down. Hankins. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Deion Henley in there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. These 2 teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Young. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Herbert back to the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0.
14. Broncos nothing.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Back to throw. Hankins. That's caught left side by Judy. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is fielded at the 27. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Quentin Johnston was the intended target.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
But you look at this Bronco defense.
They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve, because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. You've got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
Another throw on 2nd down on this one, incomplete as well.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And his kick is good.
Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. 17-0 our score after 1.
Broncos nothing.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Hankins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this 1st half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
This 2nd and 4.
From the 50, here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. They'll roll him out right.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Running on first down, Eckler. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 5.
Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Hankins.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Now a deep one for Johnston.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards.
And not only does Justin Herbert have one of the biggest arms in the game, I don't know that anyone throws a prettier pass. Every time he throws the football, I just want to slow it down and have it be a highlight type of a throw. And oftentimes it is, just as we saw there.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Herbert now on second down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Herbert now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Cameron Dicker for the Chargers field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's good for a Denver.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
44-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He's got Dulcich going across the formation.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Off play action. Hankins.
That's into the hands of McLaughlin.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. A give to Williams, running right. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he will have a Broncos first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Hankins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Play action. It's Herbert.
Now a deep one for Johnston.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
Now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Here's Smith to return it.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 1st and 10, Hankins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 2nd down, Williams fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Looking to throw.
Hankins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Herbert off of play action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Riley Moss.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Herbert's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Trucks over him, escapes the defender, and down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
McLaughlin will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It is true. The lead cut to 10, 23-13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And Eckler is going to pick up a Chargers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
3 quarters in the books. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. Really?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
5-9.
Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Baron Browning just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Chargers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And now they're in the hurry up. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Hankins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The give is to McLaughlin.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
To throw on 2nd down. Hankins flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Hankins. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Eckler now between the tackles. And just shutting him off there. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 24.
Broncos 13.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Tui Pelotu got in and dropped him.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing on third and long.
Hankins.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Chargers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Tiger.